Seems like you had another rough month, Arios. It's fine, nothing new, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Anyway, I'm here regarding my payment. No problem. Via IBC as usual, I presume? Look, seeing as I'm the one giving you all these requests, I'm sure I'm the last person to talk. But maybe you should consider reducing your workload just a teensy bit. I can only imagine how lonely poor Shizuku must be. Oh, I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't bring this up anymore, didn't I? Oh, that reminds me. Headquarters contacted me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer. Are they seriously still at it? I rejected their offers numerous times already. How many more will it take? Well, can you blame them? I'm sure they're just desperate to find someone to fill the gaping hole Cassius Bright left when he quit. Huh, they mentioned Cassius here. Didn't you train under the same master? You're basically equals when you look at your stats with the guild, so hurry up and accept already. While that may be true on paper, we're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. And to be honest, even being considered his equal is far more than I deserve. Oh, don't give me that. We both know it isn't true. What about that case in Rimaferia? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor. If you ask me, that's more than enough of a qualification. I have to disagree. I never truly resolved the issue. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I actually intended to refuse the medal. God, Arios, you're a regular stick in the mud, you know that? Accepting that promotion will drop your workload a bit. You've done 100 requests this month alone, for God's sake. That can't be healthy. Well, I certainly don't feel like a bit of a... Wait, what? Well, I certainly don't feel like a bit off more than I could... I do certainly feel like I bit off more than I could chew. I cannot even fucking talk. Welcome back to Trails from Zero, by the way. Traveling for work isn't nearly as strenuous now that there are more trains and flights coming in and out. And besides, those two bracers transferring here should help reduce my workload a bit. I wonder who they could be. Oh, you mean the kiddies? I suppose you're right. They might be rookies, but I see a lot of potential in them. And at the very least, they'll be much more dependable than the CPD's special support section. Hello, anyone home? Speak of the devil. Come on in, we're upstairs. On the second floor? Gotcha. Thanks for having us. It's the Brights! Holy smokes, Arios is here too? I love her the sprite portrait. Yeah, I knew they were in the game, by the way. I'm glad we managed to catch you while we're in. Yes, it's quite a lucky coincidence. It's been 3 months or so, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you're both doing well. I never imagined we'd be seeing you two transferring to our little branch. This is just fantastic. Now that you're here, we'll have Crossbell cleaned up in no time flat. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Oh, but where are our manners? We should properly introduce ourselves. I am Estelle Bright, a senior bracer. Joshua Bright, also a senior bracer. Officially reporting for duty at the Bracer Guild of Crossbell. Afternoon of the Wolves. The chief sure is late. I'd like to start our morning meeting soon if we can. I really don't think we can begin without him. I would have slept in if I knew he was just... I would have slept in if I'd known we'd just be waiting around. Waking up at noon, hitting the casino, letting the good times roll with the wee hours. That's the life. The life of a hopeless reprobate. Oh, I love Tio. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Chief Sergey, good morning, sir. Good morning. Shall we start our meeting now? No need. Just got a call from headquarters. You guys have been assigned missions today. Congrats. A special mission? I'm getting bad vibes already. Is it similar to the previous one? Don't look at me. They didn't give me any details. You'll have to go to the main CPD building and find out yourself. Your client will be waiting for you there. Boy, we're just right into it. I don't get any runaround in these first 7 minutes. Well, here we are again for another visit with the Vice Commissioner Jackass. I can only imagine that he wants to bitch at us this time. Remember last time we were told this was about a client waiting for us? I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. Much. I have a sinking feeling that he will find a reason to scold us regardless. I know what you mean. We can't let it get to us though. Lloyd Bannings reporting in. The special support section has arrived. Come in. Excuse me. I recognize that uniform. Crossbell Guardian Force. Ah, hell. My. Is that how you greet a former superior officer, Randy Orlando? Care to elaborate? Any hidden meetings behind that outburst of yours? Oh no, I was, just surprised to see you here, that's all. Do you know each other? Your reaction is that of a man with a guilty conscience. Oh, shit. Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Baylez, Deputy Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander? Oh, please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. She is that distinguished. Oh, you have no freaking idea. She is the CGF second in command. Taking into account her expertise and how much pull she's got in the force, she might as well be in charge. At ease, detectives. So you're the special support section I've heard so much about. Yes, ma'am. We were told that we were looking here to submit a special support, whatever. You should feel honored, rookie. It's unheard of for useless greenhorns like yourselves to be called upon by the Deputy Commander herself. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But, understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Baylez, Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular mission. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. An investigation of monster attacks. Correct, Detective. Several locations throughout Crossbell have reported similar cases of monster attacks over the past month. We'd like for your division's cooperation in investigating this matter. Just wait a moment, please. You want us to investigate attacks that have been happening outside of Crossbell. Do you take issue with that? No, ma'am, not at all. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the CGF is already conducting its own investigation into the matter, correct? Considering that, is there even room for us to help? Plenty. Too many questions remain unanswered to write these off as ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit it, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping the investigation will benefit from our different point of view. A trained detective, to be exact. One that will differ greatly from the guardsman's. By that reasoning, however, I shouldn't specifically need this special support section. I could have, for example, gone to the renowned 1st Division for their assistance instead. Well, I would love to introduce you to them, but as you already know, they are preoccupied with other duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances has led us to seeking out the aid of the SSS. Any objections? No, ma'am. We gladly accept your request. How would you like us to assist? Sergeant Major Seeker. Yes, ma'am. Here you are. Thank you. She seems... Is something wrong? She looks a bit like Fran, the receptionist. I'm fine. My apologies. I can't help but feel like I've seen her somewhere before. It appears to be a case file from the CGF. Alright. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done here. My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commissioner. Oh no, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office anytime. That is a very dignified woman. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy. Well, you know. I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day. Glad to hear it. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. I'll be taking my leave. Oh, man. So she was your superior officer? Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. You cross that lady and BAM! Full nightmare mode. She'll scare the piss right out of you. Knowing Randy, I can only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I could absolutely see that happening. He has a knack for getting in trouble with women. You know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy? Never seen her. I'd bet a pretty mirror that she's in Tandrum Gate Division. Those guys assist the deputy commander with her work. Oh, wait a sec. Don't tell me you've taken a fancy to her. Well, Lloyd, was it love at first sight? Well. What? No, it's nothing like that. I just had a feeling that I'd met her before. Ahem! Right. How much longer do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by the good-for-nothing Sergei to have you come in here and humiliate me? Oh no, sir, definitely not. Well, probably not. We're terribly sorry. Please excuse us. Get out! To think that every single word one of you ignored my warning. You should know full well what awaits you then. Wow, this guy's an asshole. Vice Commissioner Jackass strikes again, I swear. Soon as I step in there and see that dumb tuft of hair on his forehead, my blood pressure spikes. A pathetic attempt to stave off a receding hairline. I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescendingly vulgar tone with us. Let's try to forget about him for now. Well, the Bright siblings, the Brights are in Crossbell, and I got monster attacks to investigate. Presumably other side quests too. There have been a recent string of attacks by unidentified monsters throughout Crossbell. The Guardian Force has performed an investigation in an attempt to evaluate these incidents. Witnesses at each of the 3 locations report of seeing and hearing wolf-like monsters. Aromica Village, 3 weeks ago. Entire village of area were damages. Crops and livestock of all the families damaged to varying degrees. Damage not discovered until the morning after, according to the village chief. No eyewitnesses. All villagers were asleep. Evidence is various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints found in areas outside the village. The St. Ursula Medical College. One medical resident was attacked and wounded by a trespassing pack of monsters found by hospital staff the morning after. Eyewitnesses is the injured resident, reported seeing a black wolf-like monster. None found near the scene of attack. Statement was vague and possibly inaccurate. And the mining village. One miner heading back home was injured by a pack of monsters. A colleague rushed to his aid. Townspeople saw wolves escaping. Okay. Wolves. Something's fishy going on here. They are definitely not your typical pack of monsters. Do we know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbell? I'm not sure. But clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident. So I think it's safe to say creatures like this exist in the area. But the Guardian's Force investigation still hasn't confirmed their existence. It's a little disconcerting. Sounds more like a pack of attack dogs. For real, these monsters must be pretty damn crafty if they're able to pull off all these attacks without ever being seen. Exactly why I think these are trained monsters. Military forces and Jaegers incorporate trained attack monsters. Shouldn't they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down? Probably no. Excuse me. I'm not certain we will be able to continue much in this case. Lloyd, what's the matter? Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? Not exactly, I was just thinking. I know these are monster attacks, but why don't we treat this as though we would treat any other investigation? I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted a different point of view. Should we search for clues as per usual? Yeah. And if we treat this series of attacks as all part of one large case, who would be our culprit? Obviously those wolf-like monsters. Sounds like a pack of them moving together. True, and with that in mind, what would the profile and motive of the culprits be? Motive? I get it now. You're saying that a motive isn't apparent. Exactly. If the motive was hunger, the medical college would have been the last place they would look for food. There has to be some hidden truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior. Logically speaking, that does make sense. I suppose we've settled on a direction for our investigation. I think so. Let's get going. Where do you suggest we begin our investigation? Let's see. Let's start at the village. Considering the report was most detailed, yeah, okay. Northeast of Crossbell. Yeah, and check the request as well. We're running into a problem, namely people are checking out books and not returning them on time. I need help retrieving them. See me at the city library in the administrative district. I'm seeking ingredients to use in a new special bread recipe. Can you guys lend me a hand? Okay. We will be doing the side quests first. Before I get started on that, I'm going to go see if there's any new weapons or and quartz I can do. Quartz, you know what I mean. No, I'm currently up to snuff. Now we're into the Orbital Factory. Replace covers. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Okay, yeah. Don't do this to me. You're doing this to me. Could give him more movement. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Sure. I'll give him more movement for now. Looks like that's just something I have to deal with. Oh, for God's sake. Looks like that's just something I have to deal with. Because up my butt, up my ass, here's the library. Hi again, Uncle Miles. Ah, Lloyd, it's good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent one into the SSS. You are asking for help to locate and retrieve some overdue books. By golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that. You see, several of our patrons have yet to bring their overdue books back. I'd like for you to locate and return them to me. Understood. Doesn't sound too bad. Do you have the addresses? That information is in their library cards. Give me one moment. First person is Faye, who lives in the Bellum Apartments on West Street. Next is Clarice from the Acadia Apartments on East Street. Last, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the Administrative District. Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. No reason. I like the teasing. Let's go get a start on that. Hi guys, I heard the news. You've got to leave the city to investigate the monster incidents, right? Yeah, we have to depart for We're going to depart for Aromica Village. I, Franseeker, will support you with everything I've got. I love her. She's adorable. The operating system was intended for investigative use within the city limits. Though theoretically speaking, orbital waves should be able to travel up to 200 sledge outside the city. 200 sledge, I think that's just barely within reach of populated areas. Okay. Yeah, that girl we met earlier, accompanying the CEO, her name was Seeker. They're sisters. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, if it isn't the SSS, you guys got some business at headquarters to tend to? I'll admit you guys playing dumb like this as if we'd be fooled by your little act. But we'll see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool it with the pranks. It was not even clever. Oh, come on, I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know? What's going on? Sorry about that, Ray. We're here about a request from the library. Do you happen to have an overbook library? The library book. Ah, crap! Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, here. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace the book of yours? No, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty then? I'll go look for it. What book was that? What inspired you to check out this particular book? To my knowledge, it's pretty extensive about historic female figures and incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, I saw the title. I thought I was checking out the photo. I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. After I cracked the thing open and realized it was definitely not that, I just kind of left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Hi, Squirt. Oh, you're Wendy's friend, aren't you? Do you need something? I wanted to ask your dad a quick question if he's around. He's on a business trip. He won't be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not about to start going through his stuff without permission. Are you guys looking for something? We're here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall him making any mention of it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if we take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. Got a stamp from the library, it's probably the one. Ah, phooey. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you'd leave on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book in for me? Sure. Didn't you say you were reading it in the middle of reading it though? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. Nah, it's okay. I was just kind of looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Train Fanatic Rex. That definitely sounds like some niche literature to me. I bet Dad borrowed it to try and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not going to fall for his tricks that easily. No siree! So yeah, feel free to return it for me. I like the Squirt. Think these are the right... Yep, there it is. Excuse me, Mrs. Seeker, do you have a moment? Oh yes, how may I help you? We're here because of a support request we received from the city library. Are you borrowing any books from the library that you forgot to return? Oh, I sure am. I completely forgot about it. Oh dear, I'm afraid this book is long overdue. It appears she had a mere lapse in memory. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with my age. I'm sure Noelle wouldn't let me hear the end of it if she found out. Anyway, please wait here for a moment while I get it for you. This should be the one. Mark and the Witch Part 1. Oh, this book! What's up, Mademoiselle? Have you read it before? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbor Serena goes to work, she always asks if I can watch her little brother. So I thought it might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. I'm glad he was so taken in by it. Really? I kind of want to read it now. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, ma'am. Not at all. The pleasure was mine. Well, we'll go return that, and we'll go turn that in a minute. Wait, what? A couple of young tenants moved in next door recently. An energetic young lady with twin tails and a quiet, black-haired young man. They're apparently members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, so the Bright siblings moved into this little apartment. Yep, I can see Estelle's bow staff and sneaker collection up there. That's a nice detail. I like that detail. I didn't even notice that when I came in here a moment ago. Kind of weird bed placement. Like, it's not necessarily wrong with where they are, except this one over here where it's in the way of the bookshelf, but you'd think the pillows would be facing the wall. Apparently I can just walk right into the Bracer Guild. Hey there, sweeties. Didn't know you had enough free time to walk into your rival's headquarters like that. Just kind of an obnoxious jackass. Hi, Arios. Oh, it's good to see you all. Hello again, Arios. It's been some time, hasn't it? Now, there's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling the incident downtown. You were able to resolve the matter before we intervened. It was nothing. I would have bet he settled the whole thing with one swing of that sword. I cannot help but feel he has us dancing in the palm of his hand, as they say. So I guess the brides are just out on assignment right now. These are all ingredients. Yep, there we go. An antique with lovely red rose designs. Decoration for Ellie's room. You know what? I'm gonna buy her that. Then I'm gonna get a couple of these. And that's all my money. I'll look at the Crossbell Times novel in a bit. Let's go turn that quest in. You're back. Were you able to collect the overdue books? Sure did. Here you are. Alright. Next on the list. Hunting for ingredients. Oscar over at West Street. Oh, Lloyd, back again. You're in the mood to chow down on some bread then? Not quite. Instead of chowing down, don't you think you have something else to attend to? You sent a request in? I did. Please notify any other Oscars on the premises of our arrival. Come on, Oscar, we're on the job here. I remember now. Wanted to see if you guys could help me gather some ingredients for a new kind of bread. Our usual supplier's been running late, so we're low on stock. Can't bake without any ingredients. You can say that again, so you guys mind lending me a hand? What kind of ingredients are you looking for? Got plenty of butter and flour. I want you to gather 4 pieces of fish fillet and 3 monster eggs if you're up to the challenge. Okay, so I have to do that one later. But that's something I can do while I'm out on the premises. Fish fillets and monster eggs. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, now this is a surprise. It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Miss McDowell? Huh? Are you acquainted, Ellie? Hello, Lamfey. It has indeed been a while. I haven't seen you since you returned from your studies abroad. Oh yes, that reminds me. Would you like me to inform Miss Croy of your arrival? She's currently overseeing Michelin's operations, but I'm sure she'd rush back if I notified her that you were here. I'm glad to hear that Belle's keeping herself busy. That's okay, though. I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit her another day when I have a chance. Maribel Croyce. Is that so? I'll send her your regards then. Mademoiselle's got connections to the IBZ? Yeah. And they seem to be on pretty friendly terms. She continues to uphold her image of a perfect noble lady. I can hear you. Aren't we here to get some work done, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right. Allow me to introduce ourselves. We're members of the CPD's Special Support Section. We received a request from the IBC. But the IBC will soon be rolling out a new service to exchange whatever. Essentially, our service will allow patrons to exchange Sepith at a higher rate than the average market value. You're offering to cuff up more dough than your everyday shop. Man, talk about deluxe treatment. The service's purpose is to amass a large reservoir of Sepith due to a scarcity of natural septium. However, to counteract theft and Sepith counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. Okay. You'll need to present that card to me here in order to perform an exchange. Additionally, for this beta test, you'll need to exchange a specific amount of Sepith. 30 of each type. Okay, so I can come back here periodically to do this. That's awesome. So I need to get time, wind, and water septium. Sepith, whatever. Time, wind, and water. Well, at this rate, I might as well... Well, then everything seems to be running smoothly. Is that? I've not seen you in some time, Chief. That voice. Well, if it isn't Tio! How are you doing these days? Chief, is this man your boss? That is correct. He is my direct boss and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. He specializes in orbital computer networking. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at the new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you're doing well. Why don't you ever come by to deliver reports, Tio? I really am worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to the weapons shop for me? Yeah, I was curious about that. Like, why did an orbital staff just happen to be there? Like, the only thing I can conclude is that they're a more common weapon, and the Epstein and, well, over in Erebonia, the Reinfort group are just trying to develop their own. Now that I think about it, Wendy mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. God, I've really done it now. Tia was no doubt angry with me. But how can you expect me to leave how could she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. And I can hear you. What? What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. I see your point, Tio, and I'm terribly sorry for this. Truly, please don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. Aren't you being a bit too harsh, Tio? I am unable to help it. I am irritated beyond comprehension. You know, he's just worried about you. It's... Ah, shit. And we missed the bus. Guess we're walking. We just barely missed it. Damn, if that ain't our luck. You got any idea when the next one's coming? I don't think it should be too long of a wait. According to the schedule, the next bus will depart in approximately 2 hours. 2 hours? Seems like you were a little off the mark there. That's just great. I was hoping we could make it to the hospital later today. I guess we should start our investigation somewhere else for today, but honestly, I'd rather not. Neither would I. We've only just decided how to proceed. Given our circumstances, could we simply not walk to Aromica? Whoa there, you can't be serious. Judging by the distance shown on the map, I would estimate that it would take approximately 1.5 hours to walk there. Conversely, sitting and waiting for the next bus will see us there in 2.5 hours. As such, would it not be more efficient for us to just walk? Well, yeah, let's hoof it. These gals seriously trying to convince themselves this will be a fun little stroll. Okay. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. You know, monsters tend to roam around the highway. Hadn't thought of that. We ventured into the geofront, though, so I think we'll be fine. Additionally, I still need to accumulate more combat data for the staff, anyway. Okay, we're walking. I need wind, time... I think it was, what, wind, water, and time at this point I need? I think so. I like the music. A species of crossbelly insect can slow its prey with a sticky string. Lloyd got a level up. Stun break. Yeah, I think it was water, wind, and time that I needed. Oh, there's some water septium. A leather jacket. Welcome to the Crossbell Watchtower. We don't know what it's for either. Tia got a level there. Earthworm, I think that's good for fishing. I need to fight these monsters anyway to get monster eggs. I need fish fillet and monster eggs. A silver brooch. I thought you were supposed to serve people, but here you are, helping yourself. Another monster egg. Lloyd got a level, that's good. There's a level. Ellie learned Holy Bullet. A lot of these fights I am skipping. Up, I see a fishing spot there, but I don't have a fishing pole. One day I'll get one. Fish fillets. Hey, I need those anyway. How many of those did I need? 4 fish fillets, 3 monster eggs. I think I've got enough monster eggs. I just need a couple more fish fillets. Yeah, that's a fishing spot whenever I get a fishing pole. There's all the monster eggs I need. And a shitload of septium. The contents of this chest brought to you by the International Bank of Crossville. Yeah, that's literally gonna be what I use that for, that quest. Wonder if that was deliberate. Honestly, this is just good experience. But it's experience, so... EP charged. It's empty, but the woodwork is amazing. Is it chestnut? Boo. A steel wrist. Can you feel how hard this chest is? I could bench press your entire party. Sure. Prevents faint. I'll give her the brooch just because she's the only one without an item equipped. Looks like we hit a fork in the road. I'm pretty sure we have to go north in order to reach Aromica. Yep, the road will take us there. This is a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. Agreed. I did not anticipate how strenuous our haiku was. These monsters roaming around the highway aren't helping either. You two look like you're gonna pass out. Sounds like it's about time we took a breather. What do you say, ladies? I think I'll be okay. What about you, Tio? As much as I would love to admit defeat right now, I was the one who suggested that we walk, so I will persevere. I do not wish to be treated like a child. You are a child. You are 14. Furthermore, I doubt you would be satisfied with someone of my stature riding on your back, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, true enough. I'd rather have a chick with a... Wait a sec. Don't you go making me out to be some weirdo. I was trying to be nice. She got you. Hook, line, and sinker, Randy. Let's keep moving. Roger. I like Tia. She's pretty good at messing with people. When I get to the village, I'll call that an episode. Okay. Come here. Everybody hit level 9. Tio learned Beam Zanber. Old Aromaka Road, meaning I'm almost to the village. Reviving bomb? Next time, I'm using a lock. You should have used that to begin with, buddy boy. That's a nice angle. I like that. A lot. The gate is locked. Oh, what I want in there. I want in there! There's loot! Let me in there! You're mean, game. I have to go back there later, I guess. Pout. Oh, that's different. I really like the combat music. I'm going to get a recording of it or something. Grasshoppers! Is the chest half empty or half full? Neither. It's completely empty. Not to the village yet. My god, this is kind of a long road. Levels for everyone! Explodes upon death. Okay. Cool necklace. Eh. Prevents burn. That could be useful. Just because I got nothing better to put on you. Oh, good timing. A rest area. Really? Oh, thank Adios. How about we take a break here? We can even admire the view while we catch our breath. Yes, that could definitely use a break. To be honest, that would be ideal. Sounds like a real plan. I'm always game to kick back and take a load off. What a nice breeze. I finally feel I can I've caught my breath. Me too. Although at this rate, I am likely to fall asleep. I know how you feel. It almost feels like what? It almost feels like we were taken straight out of a fairy tale. I cannot fucking talk today. I'm getting tongue-tied. I need to get better about that. For real. All the old ruins scattered around had a really nice vibe. I bet history buffs would have a real field day here. Indeed. I believe most of them were built during the Middle Ages and have sat untouched since then. Come to think of it, I recall being told this area once served as a massive battlefield. A battlefield? Here. Yes, the result of many wars between Erebonia and Calvard. I've heard the ancient battlefield is nearby as well. The ancient battlefield. Sounds pretty interesting. Why don't we come out? We don't come out here too often, so you guys want to check it out? Now's not a great time, given we're already behind schedule. Yeah, we'll have to leave that for another day. Randy, please do not try to rope us into your slacking. What's the matter with you guys? You're way too young to have no sense of adventure. I heard Crossbellions never left the city, but I didn't really believe it till now. You're telling me you seriously never get the itch to just get out there and spread your wings in the great outdoors? Not really. People who grew up in the city usually don't feel the need to go anywhere else. I fucking hate cities. Almost everything you could ever want is right there anyway. I fucking hate cities. Crossbell has always been a trade city for the most part. We have had access to any goods we might need. I fucking hate cities. I will keep fucking saying that. Cities are awful. Cities suck. Further, the most international travel these days is done by airship or train. And recently, cars and buses are available to take us everywhere we need. Honestly, it's been quite some time since I've walked this far. Modern conveniences really are turning us into a bunch of lazy bums. I agree. As I sit here on my ass, in my comfy chair, playing a video game. On the other hand, Lloyd, you look like you really got plenty of energy to spare. Yeah, I owe that to the Police Academy's survival and fitness training. Still, my stamina doesn't hold a candle to yours, Randy. All that training with the CGF must have really paid off. You haven't even broken a sweat. Probably just used to running around. Looks like it's back. That must be the bus making its return trip to the city. For a moment, I was sorely tempted to stop the driver so I could go back home. If you did that, then you would have walked all this way for nothing. Come on, guys, we're in the final stretch. Just a little bit more and we'll be at the village. I hope so. Fine. This is going to be a good place to end this. So, thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails from Zero as I make my way to Aromica. But until then, I am the Dark Seraph, signing off.